Hello friends, welcome back to Bronco's Pipe Smoking Den. I'm Bronco, I'm in my den, and this morning, because it's 6 in the morning, I was just having my espresso, having my pipe. Um, I was thinking about talking about, I was thinking about talking about, uh, talking about a very important subject for today for pipe smokers, and that is what makes a good pipe. So let's talk about pipes today. Let me properly light up my pipe, which is right now it's filled with this Robert McConnell, the original Oriental. So it's the original Oriental, not pure Oriental. These are two different tobaccos. One is for blending, and this one is already blended. It's an excellent tobacco, an excellent Oriental. And I'm smoking it in this lovely golden gnome, Brevia golden gnome, that is. Which, from what I know, or from what I've read, it should be from the 50s because it has this golden gnome, which, according to the info on pipe fill, it is from the 50s. So let's light it. All right. So what makes a good pipe? Are there bad pipes? Are there very good pipes? Um, One friend of ours in the YTPC once told that it's not the pipe that is good, it's you that is good. So he was saying the pipe is not a great smoker, you are a great smoker. That is partially true. So if you don't know how to properly smoke a pipe, it doesn't really matter what pipe you will smoke because it will not be a good experience. So first of all, you need to have experience in smoking a pipe. But there are some nuances uh, that matter when choosing a good pipe. So first of all, I think I'm going to talk about this from, let's say, two perspectives. The first perspective will be new pipes, and I'm not referring to new like unsmoked. No, I'm referring to new as in pipes that have been made after 2010 or 2005. New pipes and vintage pipes. That is an important subject because there is a difference. Um, I have in my collection many new pipes and many vintage pipes, and that is a subject that is worth talking about. And well, the second second point of view, the second, uh, what should I say? Well, uh, the second discussion would be about pipe characteristics and mechanics, and that's a difficult subject because some people don't really know uh, about certain characteristics of the pipe, like the length or the width or whatever, the shape and stuff like that. Uh, but these actually matter. And someone, an old pipe smoker, uh, told me this, and he told me in detail how and why a pipe is going to be good for this type of blend or that type of blend, or what pipe is not good and stuff like that. But anyway, uh, let's get into the subject. Before I do that, another sip. Mm. So, as I was saying, it is true that you have to be a good smoker before blaming the pipe. But there are some pipes that smoke better and some pipes that smoke less less good, to put it lightly. For example, this Brevia right here is, for me, a great smoker. Why is that? The first thing that I personally appreciate is the draw. And when I'm saying this, I think that um, everyone agrees with me that a good pipe needs to have a good draw. A good draw means that it's not going to be very loose and it's not going to be very tight, and that shouldn't matter how you pack your tobacco. The drift hole needs to be perfectly done, and to be to have a good how should I say, width, a good dimension, so it shouldn't be too small, neither too wide. So having a good draw means that when you puff, you don't have to puff too hard, because that would get the pipe hot, and you know, you don't have to puff too strong. When you smoke a pipe, it needs to be a smooth process. So you just light it up, you puff slowly, and the smoke easily comes into your mouth. So that is one characteristic that I consider to be very important about pipes, and uh, that's important, and it's actually connected to the drift hole, if it's well centered, if it's well drilled. But also very important is the stem. So if the stem is also well drift, has a good drift hole, smoke hole, um, and also a comfortable lip, it will be a good smoker. Um, I will give you an example. I will try to give you an example. So, um, actually, not right now. But coming back to this Brabia, what else is good and what else do I really like about it? Well, second of all, it's a light pipe. And even though it's a light pipe, the briar is top quality. Uh, and now we get into the discussion of new pipes versus old pipes. Uh, if you happen to have both type of pipes, you uh, most probably seen that old pipes are light and the new ones are quite heavy. So this pipe right here is extremely light compared to, let's say, compared to this Red Rays Hail to the King, which is a new pipe, and it's much heavier. Also, let's say that this is not the best example because, well, there's more briar definitely than this one. The walls are thick and stuff like that. But again, another example would be this Savinelli Tavere. I think it's yeah, it's a Tavere 315 KS. So it's a Prince shape, but for a Prince shape, this is a heavy pipe. So when you do like this, you feel that it's heavy, and compared to this one, yeah, I don't know why that is, but it's a difference that you feel it. That doesn't mean that this is not a good smoker. It is, but apparently the briar in the old pipes was lighter, and I personally appreciate that more. It's easier to to clench, for example, and even though it is light, it's not uh, it's not going very should I say hot. So this one doesn't have very thick walls, but even so, it doesn't get hot. And what that means is that it has uh, been made of good quality briar. I was talking about burnt briar with someone who was you know who was very curious to hear that briar can be burnt. Yes, it can be, even if it's the most heat resistant wood. It can be burnt. It's still wood, and at very high temperatures it will burn. um, and you can see that after you take off the cake inside the pipe, and it can even crack. So um, good quality um, good quality briar is also very important. Now, As I've said, old pipes, vintage pipes, in my opinion, tend to smoke better, and many of us saw that as well. And the best example is at the Dunhill pipes. People who have the new white spot Dunhills and also have an older Dunhill like Shellbriar, made in England, stuff like that, or Tension or whatever. The white spot can be, Shellbriar and stuff like that, but they say that there is a big difference in quality, even when it comes to Dunhill, even when it comes to the white spot. And considering that the white spot is, well, in my opinion, extremely expensive, it should be better, right? Well, I didn't have the opportunity to smoke from a white spot, although there was a pipe, ruby bark. It was a bulldog that I really really wanted, but it was insanely expensive. But anyway, I do have three Dunhills, and well, they are also good smokers, but are they really that good? Because when people talk about Dunhill, they talk about quality, they talk about tradition, they talk about you know uh, top stuff. So I'll give you an example. This is the Shellbriar Group 4, which is in a very good shape. It's light, even though, as you can see, uh, it's a lot of briar, thick walls, and it's not a small pipe, but even so, it's light. Um, is it a good smoker? It is. Is it a great smoker? In my personal opinion, no. I smoked this pipe a lot, and comparing this to this, I would prefer this. I couldn't say exactly why, but what I've seen at this Dunhill is that it uh, gathers a lot of moisture for some reason, and well, the draft hole and the smoke is not as smooth as in this one. So, but still, a good pipe. Is it the best pipe that I have? No, definitely not. Um, I also have this small small Dunhill shell, 133, which is a small pipe, but also very very um, it's very light, but these very thin walls, which I don't think they were thin in the beginning, but I think the person that had it reamed it a lot, Um, well, these walls are no longer capable of keeping the pipe at a cool temperature. So, um, whatever I smoke in this pipe, even if it has a longer stem, it still gets hot. So even if I put some English blends or Balkan blends, it's going to get hot. And with this type of walls, I don't want to let it to get too hot because I don't want to burn it or worse, crack the bowl. And this one has the same problem with the moisture. It gathers a lot of moisture. I don't know why. But it's Dunhill, right? Is it great? No. Is it good? Yeah. Is it worth, I don't know, $300? No. No. Honestly, $300 is a lot of money. And you can get pipes just as good as this one with $50. $50. It's a big difference from $50 to $30. But you know how it is. It's the same with um, clothes and with perfumes. It's a brand, and many times we are actually paying for the brand and not the quality necessarily. Although in the past brands were very serious about quality in every aspect, in every area and industry, whether we were talking about clothes, perfumes, brands were top quality. So considering that these two Dunhills are from the old school, they should be top quality. In my opinion, they are good quality but not top. Okay, I'm going to pause right now because I don't know how much I talked to, and I don't want to bore you. I will pause this. If it's too long, I will most probably make a second video. If not, I will just pause it and come back. So, for now, um, that was my thoughts, my impression on pipes. What makes a good pipe? So, I'll see you later at another talk about pipes.